Let me do a new share. Put the sound on there. Welcome, 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 everybody. Sorry for the late start. I didn't know where I was, but my alarm was not there. So let's get to where we need to be. There we go. Okay. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We are here. We are looking for entrepreneurial leaders. So if you are out there and you're looking for an opportunity that can absolutely change your life in an area and an arena that right now persons are looking for solutions, well, guess what? We definitely have it, and we're expanding our business across the globe internationally. So let's look at some facts. I don't know if my co-host is going to assist me this evening, but if she is, she'll take over and then I will come back.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. There's a black spot on my screen. Okay. So, thank you. Today, we will be talking about health, time, money, and opportunity. Now, these are very important subjects for us. We're going through unemployment in the last 2 years. It has gone sky high. It's over 207 million people who have lost their jobs. Dire poverty increased by 8 million people in the world. 8 million people. Now, that's harsh. That's very harsh. Unemployment in the last 2 years, 52 million jobs were lost. 122 million people is currently looking for a job. Can you imagine? They're looking for jobs. They're not there. So we're looking at the world economy. The world growth has decreased. The gasoline price has increased, double in Canada, more than double. Basic food cost is increased, and so has interest rate is increased at a level we can't handle. We cannot. We're fighting to get out of this rut, and we're praying for a solution. The world health, people with diabetes, 422 million. Can you imagine that? People with cancer, over 20 million people. Heart attack diseases, 16% worldwide, and has increased by 345%. No typo, it's not 34.5, it's 345% increase. Oh my God. Death by stroke, 11% worldwide. Oh my God, how can we live? World Health, Alzheimer's disease, 7th leading cause of death in this world. 50 to 70 million people have sleeping problems. People can't sleep. Take a look at this video.
We are all living in this race called life, in which each day we have less time to live. Earning money is more difficult, and the competition to reach one's goals has become somewhat routine. The crisis around employment is especially serious since more than 207 million people lost their jobs in the last 2 years. And those few jobs that exist are highly competitive. That fact causes stress even among those who are fortunate enough to have a job. Furthermore, companies do not know how to create new sources of work and do not have sufficient funds to increase salaries of their employees. The reduction in wages, the loss of sources of employment, and the job losses during the pandemic was detrimental for all households. The poorest families were the most affected. The COVID COVID-19 pandemic upset the world. Confined at home and watching computer screens, we were witnesses to the spread of the virus from one continent to another, how the number of cases increased, and how the number of deaths nearly reached 2 million people in 2020 alone. Health became a priority for everyone, and the scarcity of health services became the overriding problem. As the world economy became paralyzed, delinquents took advantage of the situation, which raised the level of criminality in the world to an alarming degree. Different nations of the world forecasted the beginning of the rise from extreme poverty close to the year 2030. Nevertheless, the numbers in reality show exactly the opposite, since 10% of the world's population still lives in dire poverty, with great difficulty obtaining even necessities like health, education, and access to basic services. As you can see, the reality that we are living today is uncertain and worrying. We have confirmed in the worst way that a pandemic, a war, or the lack of opportunities can bring the world's economy to its knees. Especially for you and your family. What are you going to do about this?
So the question really now is that this reality is so raw and alarming. However, guess what? There's always hope. You can see the negative, but you got to know that there's hope, that there are companies that are investing in research and development to create technologies which aim to save the world's economic and health problems. And guess what? Sankey Global is one of those companies. So let's just look at some information. There's a gentleman by the name of Mr. Gerard. He's a futurist and a humanist. And so he's been studying the new technologies and their impact on the humankind for the last 25 years. Let's take a look at some of his things that he's done his research in and found. Well, these are some of the scenarios he saw. So starting from the internet, does everybody remember when the internet was that funny sound? Hey, AOL, I've got mail. I remember I loved hearing that. That was like the coolest thing in the world. I'll never forget it. And guess what? Now that I think about it, it was 26 years ago when that first came out. And how I know this is because I remember being pregnant with my first child. And I was 19, and that's when the internet had just started. So you could see he literally has been looking futuristically at different things. And so now some of the things that came down the pipeline, I remember when 3D printing started and I was like, oh, I want a 3D printer. I so wanted a 3D printer. Never got one, but really wanted one. Then you have nanotechnology. Well, guess what? Sankey Global is one of those persons in the market for nanotechnology. And as we look to the future of what we should see, you see health extension of life, healthy extension of life. Well, guess what? Sankey Global works to make the world get bigger, meaning and have longevity in its life. And then you have radical life extension. Well, Sankey Global says, guess what? We have 100-year legacy that we're looking at. Not 10 years, not 20 years, 100-year legacy. So that's a radical life extension that we here at Sankey Global have. So we are literally in the scenario for that futuristic look, futuristic scenarios. Sankey Global is the company for you if this is what you're in for. So what is Sankey? Well, we're an international company of Japanese origin, founded in 2010, whose main objective is to improve the quality of life so you live longer in a healthy way through the best nutritional technology in the world. Not in a country, not in a state, in the world. And SAN means respect and key for vital energy. And so what does our visionary and founder say? Listen, he started this business on a handshake. What does he say, Mr. Alejandro Tello? Well, he says, our vision to be the company which unites and guides more people in the world towards well-being. So that is what our purpose is here. When you decide to sync arms, lock arms, go hand in hand with Sankey, you're out there making a difference in the world for the well-being of humanity. So our technological partners are Sankey Mayor, and they are based out of Japan. It's a biotechnology laboratory out there, and where all our scientific studies are done and where the active ingredients are made for all of our products. So where did this all begin? Well, in order to understand the secret of longevity, we set out to study the people who live more than 100 years, which were the centenarians, and they are out of Japan. And so they have the highest number of these centenarians out there with immense longevity. So what did we find? Well, in that study, reverse engineering what they saw that their eating habits, their external factors, and after many years of scientific investigation, I told you they were doing this for over 40 years, they discovered the secret was in microcirculation in the blood of the body. But did you know that the circulatory system is made up of a network of more than 100,000 kilometers in length, or 2.5 times the Earth's circumference? Every time I think about this Earth's circumference, I'm I guess I'm blown away, because that's huge. That's a lot of capillaries and veins and stuff going. Our circulatory system is ginormous when you think about it, and it's all in our tiny little bodies. So did you know that the circulatory system is in charge of irrigating blood and oxygen throughout your entire body, and the nutrients that get to the cells flow through the blood? Did you know that? And also, did you know that what poor circulation causes? Well, guess what? First of all, you're going to find that you have low energy, and then you're going to find that you age fast and quickly because of the oxidative stress. And of course, you're going to find you contain a lot of inflammation. When you have inflammation, that means you're painful. You're painful. Got a little arthritis going all over the place. You're painful, man. You're painful. You're going to say you always have any type of itis. That's inflammation. So these are some of the health problems that we're dealing with when you're dealing with poor circulation. So in conclusion, if we improve your microcirculation, guess what we do? We improve your health and your longevity. So if we tell you that in Sankey, we are the only, O-N-L-Y, only ones in the world to have an advanced and patented technology which improves microcirculation in a few minutes, less than 20 minutes, would you take it? And would you recommend it? Well, I know what my answer would be. I don't know what yours is, but I pray that it's a yes. You would take it, because guess what? You want your microcirculation to be better. So the latest generation of nootrotics is advanced technology out of Japan called Balage. Guys, we have 80 plus clinics in Japan that literally prescribe our products. Now, to me, that stands out all on its own. You know how the old people just carry around their bag of pills? To me, that stands out all by itself. You don't need to add anything to that. 80 plus clinics in Japan. You can't get Balage without a prescription. We are fortunate. Okay. 40 plus years of science and research on one product. Innovation on just one product. We have gone from Orzod Enzyme 1 all the way to now being 5, and a product without competition. So when you get and you decide to partner with us here at Sankey, you need to know, you can pop your collar and know that you have a product that nobody else has in the world that can deal with microcirculation. Okay, to me, that right there is $1 million. So what is the Balage? Well, it protects our immune system. It improves microcirculation. It increases natural energy essential for our cells. It modulates gene expression and inhibits inflammation, helps liver detoxification, decreases the effects of aging, and reduces chronic inflammation. So I want you to sit back or come to the edge of your seat and lean in and just listen to this short video regarding microcirculation.
As we have said, the circulatory system fulfills very important functions, so having good circulation is indispensable for our health. But how can we know the condition of our blood circulation? The only way to know it is to observe your microcirculation through your microcapillaries. That is to say, the smallest blood vessels in your body, to be able to determine how good your circulation is. For that purpose, there exists a unique Japanese technology which is so powerful that it allows one to observe micrometric spaces invisible to the human eye. And in that way, your blood flow in real time. This is a Japanese technology and it is called X-Crista. It is a microscanner capable of seeing the microcapillaries in a safe and non-invasive way. Here now, we will show you an example using an X-Crista microscanner to find out the blood flow of a person before and after consuming Belage. As you can see in this test, the first image shows the microcapillaries of a person that has not taken Belage, while in the second image, you can see the microcapillaries of the same person 20 minutes after having taken Belage. In order to know if there is good or poor microcirculation, we must take note of 3 elements. 1. That the form of the microcapillaries does not have deformities and are elongated. 2. That the amount of microcapillaries is abundant. And 3, that the blood flow is not slow. As you can see, the result and efficacy of the product on the body is impressive. Now, visualize if with 1 packet of Belage, you were able to see the surprising changes in only 20 minutes. Imagine what it will do to your body if you take it daily. Would you recommend it? Would you like to recover the biological health of your body? Would you like to be part of helping other people make changes in their lives? Even better, would you like to earn money by recommending it? If your answer is yes to these 4 questions, stick around to see how it is possible to do so.
So I don't know about you, but whenever I see that video and I see how your microcapillaries are supposed to literally be moving, you're supposed to see that heartbeat. And I remember when we had them come to the Bahamas and we had scanned over 200 people, at least more than 200 people, and only 1 person out of the 200 people where we could actually see, truly see their capillaries beating. You know, because they were on this program for a year and was steadfast to it and had changed their eating habits and had done detoxifications, and their capillaries are pumping, I mean, beautifully, their microcapillaries, you know. But others, yes, we saw the difference within the 20 minutes, but they needed help, lots of inflammation in the body, needed the Belage. But anyway, our ingredients are the only ones in the world capable of acting on the inside cells of the mitochondria, which is the energy houses of our cells, and that is from our Dr. Bahia Diaz, Scientific Director at Sankey Mayor. So we deal in facts versus opinions, which are, we have our research manual. So if that's the type of person you have doctors, you have persons that need this information, we can share it with you. We are also in the DEF, which is the Pharmaceutical Digest. We have that as well. And we have certifications and endorsements that can show and prove what we have. We are also kosher. So for those persons that are Jewish and need that, we also, all of our products are kosher. That is why, guess what? We're looking for entrepreneurial leaders like yourself. So if you're on here and those persons that are on YouTube, thank you for joining us to help us bring this technology to the world. And I know you're wondering, well, okay, how is it done? Well, we use an intellectual distribution. And I know you're like, what is that? Well, we use a platform called multi-level marketing, and I don't cringe, don't step back, listen to what I'm trying to tell you. It is one of the businesses that literally have made more first-time millionaires in the world than any other type of business. So I say this to say that Listen, all it takes is you working with others to make it happen, you deciding to be okay with helping others get to another level. And I know that's one of my big things. Service to humanity is service to God is my saying. So how do you do this? Well, to earn your money, you recommend the products. But in order to recommend them, you got to try them. You got to at least try it and know which is your favorite product, or know maybe they're all your favorite product, so that you'll be able to tell persons that they can recommend, you can recommend the products to them. And by doing this, then guess what? You're going to create a customer network. And then by doing that, you're going to build a distributor network. So this builds and builds, and it just multiplies, because multi-level marketing is a multiplication and not an addition. So earn by building a network of distributors. You earn weekly from the consumption of each pair of people in your network, regardless who invited them, on any level of depth. So as your team builds, sometimes you don't know who you've invited. I know I have persons on this call. I didn't invite them to the company, but I know they're a part of my organization. So that is how it works. It's so amazing that you can build all across the world, and you don't have to know each and every person because you didn't personally bring them in. So imagine the possibilities. And like I said, this is a scenario which makes it really simple. So if you were to bring and share and recommend to 4 persons that wanted to do the distributor part of it, and then you showed and helped them to do the same, it's going to multiply itself, not add itself, but multiply itself. So you bring in 4, they bring in their 4, it becomes another level of 16, another level then goes to 64, 64 times 4 is 256, and it goes on from there. So in this example, this goes 6 levels deep, and so you're going to be looking at about 5,460 distributors in the end on 6 levels. Now, if each of those distributors brought in 3 clients, 3 customers, then you're looking at 16,380 customers, okay? That doesn't include everybody in your network. Now you have a total of 21,000 persons in your network, clients and customers and distributors alike. And when you break that down into pairs, how the company pays from a perspective of residual income, you're looking at $4 a pair and 10,920 pairs, equating about $43,000. But listen, this is a total. This is like 100% effort. What if you only did 50% effort? Well, guess what? $21,840. And if you only did 1%, God forbid, I know you're not that type of person, but if you only did 1%, you're looking at 436. Well, if you did 2%, that's 72. So just imagine if you only, did something. All I'm saying, guys, if this is something that excites you, something that, makes you want to move and get up, just start. Don't wait, start. So like JD Rockefeller says, I prefer to have 1% effort from 100 people rather than 100% of my own effort. And furthermore, we have a career plan where you can earn, you can earn trips to Paris, trips to Japan, lifestyle bonuses. This is for a car, house, whatever you want to do with the money. And we pay weekly commissions. So if this is you, I know you're saying, okay, how do I get started? Well, all this by reaching your objectives and those of your teams, you can get started here. So these are the packages that we have, anywhere from $320 to $1,120. And so you have that pro pack that basically you're going to have stock on hand. When persons ask for it, they don't have to worry about going to fulfillment centers that we have in Jamaica, Bahamas, Trinidad and Tobago, and Canada. You would have stock on hand and be able to just say, here, have it, and run with it. But if that's not you and you're like, no, I can't do that yet. I can't do that one yet. No problem. We have a basic pack, and then we also have a unified pack, which will give you 2 Large and 1 Canoe. That is the lower end of our packages. And you're looking at about, I think it's like $170 plus USD. And you can also start there in a business, which can grow to anything. It's limitless. And so the choice is yours. But so our thing here is, are you ready to start your business with Sankey? Are you truly ready to start your business with Sankey? And so we create unbreakable commitment with your dreams. Welcome to the Sankey Global family. These are our CEOs and our founders, Mr. Alejandro Tello and the Muller brothers. So they are saying to you, they are going to have a commitment like no other. So I just want you to sit back and say, welcome to Sankey Global. And here's a video that welcomes you home.
Today is your opportunity. The opportunity to live without limits like many people are already doing. In Sankey, time is the most important because we understand that investing it wisely will open infinite possibilities for sustainable happiness. Enjoying a healthy lifestyle without economic difficulties and with the opportunity to fully live your passions with the most important people in your life means that you have made your time worthwhile. This is the case of thousands of people who have found their purpose in Sankey and have bet on getting there by making each day count. Today is your opportunity to belong to Sankey, to belong to a worldwide company that has succeeded in allowing thousands of people to find a purpose, stability, and a certainty that things can be better, that they can live a better life, that opportunities exist for those who are willing to take advantage of them when they are presented. Today, this opportunity is being given to you. Are you ready to take it? And you can count on us to make you the person you were born to be.
So which door do you choose today? Do you choose the closed one, the partially open door, or the Sankey door that's wide open and waiting for you to step through for opportunities that are endless and limitless? So I want to say to you, thank you so much for joining us and welcome to Sankey Global. My name is Dr. Ruth Ann out of Alabama by way of Freeport, Bahamas. And like I always say, service to humanity, guys, is service to God. Good night, my friends.